Hey guys, it's Ashley with 3R Sales and Service. Today we're taking a look at the TITANIS pallet assembly. This is a 3,500 PSI, 5.5 gallon a minute pressure washer on a 4x4 skid with a 200 gallon water tank. So this particular assembly is already sold. It's going into a customer's van, and the main purpose for it is number one, just to have some efficient pressure washing, but we put a remote system on this so that you can start it from a distance. You can start the engine from a distance. This particular customer is doing cleaning up on a roof, so they need a way to start their system once they've got all of their equipment already set up on a rooftop, and then they can also shut it down with the same remote. So we'll go over everything that's included on here. We have our two aluminum Titan hose reels. They have stainless steel manifolds. There's 200 feet of 3/8 pressure washer hose on top, and then we've got 100 foot of the 3/4 inch Flexzilla hose on the bottom. They have the locking pins on both sides and then super swivels on each one of the reels. We have our 3,500 PSI 5.5 gallon a minute pressure washer. Has the Honda GX 630 engine. And then we have this particular unit has the genuine Honda muffler on it, the belt driven T-Series general pump. And then we've got this has electric start. It has an hour meter and everything on it, so it's easier to service, but the battery behind here is what powers the electric start on the motor. And then it also is what we have the remote connected to as well. Up front, you can see we've got our quick connect nozzles, nice and easy to access. We do have drain hoses on both the engine and the pump for easier servicing. Around back, we have our 200 gallon tank. So right now, not everything is completely plumbed together yet, because when we install it in the van, we'll connect all of these pieces. If this was something that we were going to be shipping, this would stay disconnected, and then you would have to partially assemble once it's received. On top, we have a T-strainer before it actually goes into the tank. So this is our inlet hose coming off of the hose reel. This is what's going to get connected right here from the hose reel. It's going to go through the filter, and on the inside we have a float valve so that once the water level reaches the top of the tank, it'll automatically shut off the water supply. And then as the customer continues to use water, it'll start to fill that again. This is where our cool bypass connection is going to attach, and that's this hose right here. It goes from the pressure washer unloader valve up to the water tank. And then we have these hoses a little extra longer. All you have to do is cut them to size depending on how far apart your tank is going to be mounted from your system. This is the trigger gun assembly that comes with the unit. You can change sizes of lances if you need one that's longer. On the opposite side is where we have our plumbing that goes from the tank to the pressure washer. So we have another filter that comes out right here. This is what's filtering the water from the tank over to the pressure washer. We have a ball valve before you reach that, so if your tank is all the way full and you feel like you're getting low water supply and you want to check your filter, you can close the ball valve off, open this up, check it. That way you're not dumping water all over the place, or you don't have to completely empty your tank in order to check your filter. On the opposite side, we have where the drain hose will be. So we'll be able to put a line off there, and they can drain their tank and extend that hose as long as they need to in order to drain it wherever they want it to go. Moving along, we have our 11 gallon fuel tank here. This is an aluminum tank. It has the gauge on top so you can tell right where your level is. But this is easily accessible to the customer from the passenger side door of the van, and then everything back here is accessible from the rear of the van. So easy to get to everything, easy to service, and pretty simple to get into the van once it's already built. So if you have any particular questions on this package, we'll have more information on the website, 3rpressurewashers.com, or feel free to give us a call. Thanks.